Word.
Layul
So what
from
about the
Lancaster.
Lancaster?
I just figured out that I was saying Lancaster wrong for my entire life up until about a month ago. Um, from a guy you may know. His name is DJ Hirsch.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, occasionally I MC weddings with DJ Hirsch, and we were doing one in
That's lit.
Lancaster, and I said something. I said Lancaster, and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Before we get there, you gotta start saying, you gotta start saying it right. It's
Yeah,
Lancaster."
they'll let you know. Yeah, they'll
That's
let you
what
know
he
if you
said.
say it wrong.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. I'm like, holy shit! I've been saying this wrong my entire life.
Then you've never met anyone from Lancaster because they'll tell you that's the first thing they're gonna say if you
Yeah,
mispronounce it.
I guess. I mean, I was just there on vacation. My family and I take an annual post Thanksgiving like 4-day weekend trip together.
That's cool.
And my sister-in-law was she wanted to go to Lancaster last year. So we did that. So that was my first time in Lancaster. Uh since I could
Oh
remember.
wow.
I'm sure I was there for, other times in my life, but that was the first time in a long time. And I don't remember how she said it. I feel like she said Lancaster. Anyways,
Rip.
I don't know. But now I've been corrected.
Thanks to DJ Hirsch.
DJ Hirsch. That bum. That bum.
Doing good things for the world, one fact at a time.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so Lael.
Yeah.
I was introduced to you, and I don't want to say his name because I feel like I say his name every single podcast that I do because the guy is intertwined with the music
He's the
scene,
guy.
and he gets a big head. He gets a big head about him. Um, that I talk about him every episode. But I guess we got to do it. We got to say his name.
It's like, yeah, it's very key. It's a key
Yeah,
component.
Joe Caviston. There you go, buddy. This will be episode 163, I think it'll be. So yeah, 163 times I've said Joe Caviston. But yeah, he speaks very highly of you. He was introduced to you at
That's lit.
one of the music conferences. I got
Launch.
to see you perform live at the Steamtown Music Awards.
Fire.
Um, yeah, so it's like you kind of like big things are happening for you, right? You got a 5-song EP coming out November 25th.
Fifth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
25th.
so I've seen you kind of making the rounds, doing the media circuit, so to speak. I saw you on
Yeah.
politics, but make it fashion with Amber, right?
1000. Yeah, 1000.
Yeah. So I know you're probably up next with Rich Howells from NEPA Scene. I think I saw
Yep.
that. That'll be out the 15th. I think it'll be live with him. This will probably drop a couple days after that. I'm sure you got a lot of big things lined up, but yeah, talk about who you are. I know that you were dabbling in the music, and I think just this year you kind of said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to do this full time. I'm going to give it my all." So, who
Yeah.
is Lael from Lancaster?
Um, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, but man, it's just such a loaded question because it's literally what I don't know. It doesn't feel like anything to me. It just feels like I wake up every day and that's me living my life. You know what I'm saying? Doing this is my life.
Okay.
So it doesn't feel like I'd be like out here really doing anything crazy because to me it's what I've envisioned for the past few years. So it's to me just dope that everything's happening. But yeah, I'm not really even from Lancaster. This is just where I live
Okay.
and I love it. Um I'd be kind of from I don't know. I don't really
Maybe,
know what to say about it. You know what I'm saying?
maybe a better question is, what did New Jersey ever do to you?
Yo, I
I
don't
mean, real quick. I mean, the song is called New Jersey. Some of the lyrics are "fuck New Jersey." I hate that place, and that's gonna be on the new EP. It's a great song. I mean, but damn, I mean, what did Jersey do to you?
it's so wild because I didn't even know anyone from Jersey at the time. Like I was just driving. The story is like I was with my sister and my nephew, and we were going to Costco. Really busy day, traffic, Jersey driver in front of us, hit the Tom DeLonge voice and like just like made that hook like in the car, like fuck New Jersey, I hate that place. Like just started like going off like, and I was like, dang, I have to write a song now that was just so like so fire. And it really like was so wild because I've never wrote a song in that genre, like an acoustic, like I ain't never done nothing like that. That was the first time. So it was just so cool. I was like, dang, obviously the rest of the song, it's seemingly about a person from New Jersey, but really it is not. It's just I just thought the hook was fire. And I hate Jersey drivers apparently.
I mean, yeah, the song is great. I mean, and like I think at the 2 minute mark, it kind of even expands a bit and like it like really hits. I was like, because when the song starts, I'm like, okay, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. And then 2 minutes in, it's like, oh shit,
yeah,
damn, okay,
yeah,
there's
fuck
some
New
layers.
Jersey.
There's some
Yeah,
layers to this music too. Like it's cool.
that's lit. I'm glad,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I saw you perform it at like I said, the
Yeah,
Steamtown Music Awards at the V Spot. Like, I mean, it's kind of like an anthem. Like, it doesn't even matter if you like New Jersey or not. Like, you're gonna be
yeah,
singing there. You get the crowd all involved, and people are like, "Yeah, fuck New Jersey."
definitely. Yeah, I like the layers thing too. Like, I definitely agree with that. It does kind of like expand into something with substance. And I think that's dope. Kind of very anthemy in a way. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So you're what is it? An emo rapper? Was that what we're going with?
That's definitely what you know what? I guess I don't really know how to define it because to me, there's so much into it. Like I don't put words. You'll come to know that I don't have a lot of words for certain things, and how to describe myself is one of them. Like I don't think I think I fit into so many categories. It's weird to say. Like, but
That's fair.
emo
That's fair.
and rap makes sense, but I feel like there's so much more to that that I don't know how to
Yo,
describe it.
we gotta figure out who Layul is. Like, we gotta figure this out. Like, 30
Who's the
30-second elevator pitch for you young kids.
yeah,
Elevator pitch. Yeah, it's just like if you had like 30 seconds from the first floor to the top floor, if you had 30 seconds to tell someone who you are, what you did, we gotta nail that for you.
yeah,
We gotta
just to
figure that
me,
out.
like my mind is all over the place. Like there's so much that I could say. And really, what's the best thing to say? I try to think like I don't know, like I've never been focused on myself before, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so all this is weird to like think about how to describe me to a person. I used to not care. And now I have to care. And now I have to I have to sell myself to people. And I usually come from a place of like, I'm like, I used to be like shy and like introverted and didn't want people to know about me. And now like they have to be in my life. Everyone.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's hard.
Yeah, well, you picked the wrong profession to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one could say that. I think of it as like, dang, like my true self is like fighting like everything that's held me back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Every obstacle put in my way is like literally like my reality. Like I have to get over myself every single day, get over the fear, get over the insecurity every single day of my life to do this.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, I mean, April of this year, you decided to quit your job and focus 100% on the music. Talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that. How's that been going? I mean, I mean, you're young, right? I mean,
I'm
I mean,
26. Yeah.
you're 26?
Yeah. 1000.
Damn. I thought you were younger than that. You're old as shit.
It's my cute face. I
You're
got a
old as
cute
you're
face.
you're old as shit. Never mind. We're done.
Hey,
You're like you're
hey.
okay. No, you're still very young. Yeah. I mean, like but I always say like, at that age, you can take those chances and fuck up. And even if you fall on your face, you have time to get back up, right? But I mean,
Yeah,
this
I'm not
year,
nervous about that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's good. That's good. That's
yeah,
good because a lot of people are. I'm one of those people. I've always been very calculated with like my decisions, and it's like, oh, I can't do this because if I fail, it'll set me back too far, and then I won't be able to kind of fix it. And now as a 41-year-old father who's married with two children, I got no time for fucking up. So
yeah.
I appreciate the plight. I appreciate the youngins trying to, just taking the risks and taking the chances and you know what, just giving it a shot. So
You got to.
since, yeah, absolutely. Since April, I mean, how has life changed? How is it not? How has it been playing out?
Since April, I would say it's like a drastic change, but yet it's I explain it to people as like, man, every weekend you're living a dream, and then every Monday you back to your reality because it's not so much grown yet to where I'm consistent every single day, every single night, moving. Um, but I'm blessed in the sense where April was my first show, and since April, it feels like nonstop. Obviously, it's not, but it's like, man, 2 years ago, I'm like, that's what I imagined. This is what I've imagined. So drastically changed in the sense that everything that I dreamed about 2 years ago is right in front of me, living it.
And what was the job that you had that you quit?
Oh man, I quit so many jobs in this I call it like stepping stones to the process. Like I used to be a manager at Target for
Okay.
like 4 years. That was like my first adult job, like 19, 20, whatever. I got that job and worked it, yeah, pretty much for a good long while. And then just worked like after I quit that, that was like my big first move. I was like, I'm on my way to going to that full time. So that was a full time, like 50-hour a week job. So that like really hindered what I could do, um, in a sense, like creatively. So I quit that job just to work like a stupid dumb job, like 20 hours a week, just to get myself in the studio, just practicing. And then I was actually living in Texas. That's so wild. I was living in Texas like right until like the Super Bowl, pretty much. And that's when I quit my job when I came back here. I was done skis.
Okay. What brought you here?
This is where my family lives. This is where we've lived in this area for most of my life. So my parents were back here, my sister, my brother, my family lives back here. So that's kind of why I came back, just like for man, I got that show at launch, and I was like, I need to prepare for this. Like I'm coming back home. Like I just felt it. I'm a big like feeling kind of person, and I just knew in my bones, like I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna do this. It's so wild. I don't know. Like I should have sent you this pic under Joe and Hirsch's John for the emo night for launch. I had commented on it, and I was like, dang, Layul would go dumb on an emo night. And I literally commented that before the show, before that stuff ever happened. And look at me now. I literally like play for emo night almost every week.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like I just know it, bro. Like I just knew it in my bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now when, you're moving back, you're telling your parents and your family and things, I'm quitting this Target shit. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
focus, 100% on music. Were they like, yo, pump the brakes, like chill out? I
Yeah.
mean, or were they like, hey, yeah,
1,000.
come home. Let's
They were all for me coming home. Like, yeah, because I had lived in Texas for like 2 years at that point. So they were ready. I'm the youngest, so they miss me,
yeah.
like in when I'm gone for too long. But they did not, but like they didn't think it was real, bro. Like they knew that I did it, and they were like, in a sense, all in to my passion about it. But until this stuff started happening, they didn't think it was like something they needed to really. It sounds messed up. Like I'm sorry if my mom and dad are listening. Like I know they care, but I feel like they didn't really like know what they were like, whoa, when that shit started happening. You know what I'm saying? They like were like, oh dang, we're really caring now.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I mean,
it's something.
yeah, I mean, I could understand like their initial apprehension, right? Like they obviously,
Yeah.
you got this, I mean, working as a manager at Target's like no, like, you're not mopping
I
floors, right?
mean,
Like,
the
yeah,
shit
you're
was
doing
nice.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It was
doing well. And
nice.
they're like, yeah, yo, are you sure
Target's a
you
great
want to?
company. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Target. Target's
1000.
a shit.
Me
I
too.
hate, I mean, I hate going there. I can't buy anything. I can't just go there to buy one
You're gonna
thing.
spend the money. You're spending the
All of it,
money.
all my money.
And I got paid nice for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're
Yeah.
probably like, yeah, you know what? I don't know. Like, you want to throw all that away, like just to
Yeah.
try. And music is so hard, especially now, right? You kind of know
Yeah.
this. It's very what's the word I want to use? It's hard to break through the noise, right? It's
Like flooded a
oversaturated.
little bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
oversaturated. Like everyone's making music, and it's easier now than ever before to produce something yourself, or even in your bedroom,
Hmm.
like people are doing that shit. So
Yeah.
um it's hard, right? So they're just probably like, well, I want the best for you. Like, let's say this doesn't work out, like what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know?
They definitely think that for sure. Yeah. I
So have
don't
they
think that way though.
okay, well, that's good. That's good
Yeah.
because you're the one doing
True.
it. Now, have they been to any of these shows? I mean, have they listened to your music, and have you been able to change their minds a bit?
They I don't really show anything to them, but I think they listen on their own. But my dad's been to a show or two, uh, and he's like, yeah, my dad always, yeah, he likes it. He will comment on what he likes and what he don't like, and I appreciate that from someone that listens to my music. Like I respect his opinion. Yeah.
Does he not like the F word?
My mom's got something to say about that. She asked me the other day, she said, how many F words are gonna be in this EP? And I'm thinking, all the same ones at least. like I don't know.
Yeah,
But
you gotta clean that up though. You gotta clean that song is good. You gotta clean it up though. You gotta make that radio friendly, you know?
I know. Yeah, I know. I see it. I see the importance.
You gotta make it universal.
True.
Those young kids, who are 12 years old that hear this jam and be able to like sing it and not get in trouble.
I was like, yeah, they'll sing it, but
And get in
someone's
trouble.
getting in trouble. Yeah. Yes. I've definitely been sent some videos of kids singing it.
On
Some I
what
know, some I don't know.
on what
I get
format? Like TikTok and shit like that, or what?
like Instagram, like
Okay.
DMs, text messages. I've had like people stop me in a gas station and tell me like, "Yo, my kid sings that." like I'm like that's crazy. Like it's so wild how like I don't know, the kids love it. The kids love F and J. Everyone loves F and J.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not only it's a good song. It's just like I said, it's like it's an anthem. It's
Yeah,
hard not to want to sing it.
yeah.
Like I'm
I
singing it in
know
my
it's
head right now.
yeah, it's nice, right?
You know,
It sticks.
and that just kind of came about, like just kind of like
Dude, I'm telling you, oh my God, it was just like in the car, I was like, I literally hate this guy in front of me driving right now.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Fuck New Jersey.
Yeah, but it like Tom DeLonge style.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
real punky.
Yeah. So I mean, uh, according to your bio, you're kind of
Hmm.
inspired by cute is what we aim for. Juice World.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
who else is on that list of inspiration for you?
Dang, I would say the Wonder Years.
Hell yeah.
Uh, like yeah, the Wonder Years, the main. I really like them. Like I get a lot of like my lyrical style from like those emo bands, like those like alternative rock type Jones. I really like that music growing up, like Fall Out Boy, like choose what we aim for. That's who I listened to growing up, like all that shit. So, but I just struggled like writing it for a long time. Um, I really did. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think because I just listened to it so much, I struggled like finding my own version of like those artists. So that's kind of like what got me like I loved hip hop so much, and hip hop was a lot easier to like practice in a way. I say practice because I could look up beats like on YouTube and stuff. So I'm influenced like my style like hip hop just because I love it, but really like that genre like that alternative emo like rock type, that's like really like my love. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration, even though it's mainly hip hop that I make. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And lyrically, I mean, are you writing about things that have happened to you or are happening to you? Are you able to kind of like just kind of paint a picture about what you want to write about?
I think I'm skilled at all of it. I do find that I write a lot about myself and I don't really necessarily realize it until later. Like when I'm listening to the song, I didn't think I used to, but I do. But I like to try to find inspiration like on a topic. Like, but I do read a lot about personal things.
Yeah, I talk a lot about that to musicians. Like I always like in my mind, I can't write music, right? I couldn't write a song if you paid me to do it. But I would definitely have to be like in a weird, like probably like bad place, like sad or like, that kind of headspace in order
Yeah,
to write like a song that meant anything. I would never be
yeah,
able to like create whatever it was that, if it was fake or not, I wouldn't be able to do that.
yeah. It is difficult. Like, I guess that's maybe like writer's block in a way, like to artists. Like, yeah, when you're not feeling inspired, yeah, it does kind of come off. I don't know. To me, it kind of comes off fake. I know when I write a bad song. Like, I know when a song's good. I know when it's not good. And yeah, like if I don't feel the vibes, it's probably not gonna be good. But I could still write something. But
Do you hold on to those bad songs just in case like you can like revisit it and rework it
yeah,
or
I pick apart songs all the time. I definitely like to dissect um old things. Actually, there's a one of the songs on the EP, one of my favorite songs on the EP, had like a dissected verse that I wrote in like 2016. It was actually like part of like a spoken word because I didn't even write songs at the time in my life. I wrote like poetry and I dissected like that whole verse from that 2016 kind of like poem. And I was like, dang, I was proud of myself when I did that. I was like, that's lit. I
that's cool.
don't know. Yeah,
That's cool. I mean, I think that plays a big part into, the whole creative process and writing and things like that.
definitely.
But EP's 5 songs.
Yeah.
Have any been released out into the world yet? Or are these all like kind of five fresh ones?
Two of them are out in the world. One of them being New Jersey, the other one being Same Fit, and then three new ones.
Okay. I like Same Fit. I like the beginning of that.
Word.
I don't know.
Thank you.
It's yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I like all of
That
them. I like all of them.
yeah.
How long did it take you to record these?
Um New Jersey and Same Fit I recorded last summer, so about a year and a half ago. They were not obviously they were released before this project. They were I don't really write with the intention to make a project, but whatever. But those were just released on my own time. But I'm glad we get to re-release it as a part of something. And then the last three I just recorded like in the past 3 months to get ready for this EP.
That's cool.
Mhm.
And I mean, you have some release shows, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure I don't want to say his name again, but I guess I have to. Joe Cavison
You
kind
already know.
of kind of has you set up with some great dates. I mean, November 22nd at the Woodlands. That's the
Yeah.
night before Thanksgiving. I don't know how it is these days, but back in my day, growing up, coming up, I was 21, 22. Like that was the night of the year to go out. But
Yeah.
I mean, you're already part of a built-in crowd, I guess you could say, as part of that emo night stuff.
Facts. That night will actually be the Fat Beats John with
That's the
Hirsch.
Fat Beats. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm
That's at the
excited about that.
Woodlands.
That John's always lit.
And
He got that lit.
that is that with the with the live drummer, the Fat Beat stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Brian Banks, I believe his name is.
Yeah. And Hirsch, Hirsch go dumb.
Yeah.
He go dumb.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So Fat
Yeah.
Beats night before Thanksgiving, the Woodlands and Wilkes-Barre. And
1000.
then you got Tell Us 360 on 11/25,
Yeah.
Fall the House Fest on 11/26.
Yeah.
Am I missing any?
Nah, those are our three EP release shows. So yeah, one in Wilkes-Barre, one in Lancaster, and then we're taking it to Jersey for that festival.
Yeah, so that's gonna be like a big like kind of week into the weekend. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'm like definitely trying to prep. Like I've had a few days in a row practicing. I say practice, like it's hard to do this 3 days in a row. I'm not gonna lie. Like I definitely need to step up my game if I'm planning to do this because it does it like wears on you. The traveling, the just like communication. It's kind of like it can be a little bit mentally exhausting. I don't want to say exhausting because it's not like terrible, but it wears me down a little bit for real.
Yeah. So what's your prep look like?
Uh
Like
it's a,
protein
like
shakes? What are you doing?
I do like a lot of mental prep because that's like half my battle is just like my mind, bro. Like if I didn't have my mind sent in my way, I could do it for a million days. Um, so really, it's just a lot of alone time, a lot of reading. I do like meditation, water, just like just resting, just getting ready.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You say it's a lot of mental. I mean, and you say you kind of get in your own way.
Hmm.
Um, why do you think that is?
My brain has issues. Chemical imbalance.
Okay.
That's me being serious, though. I
Oh.
truly just think it's like, yeah, uh, like,
Do you
yeah,
doubt yourself? I
yeah.
mean, is it hard for you to
No,
kind
no,
of
I really don't doubt myself, man, unless I'm really going through it. I just struggle like with my mind, bro.
yeah,
I just struggle with my mind and uh yeah, like anxiety, like depression, like I struggle with that. So like kind of it's just like overstimulated and it kind of brings me to like those places of like feeling more anxious or maybe feeling more like I don't want to be in this crowded room anymore.
yeah,
Like, so it is a struggle. Like, I'm telling you, when I said like I literally wake up every day and choose to to push past a lot of things, that's for real. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's so weird to me. It blows my mind every day. But again, it's just like one of those things, like ironic things of like what I do and what I struggle with, the balance there.
I think a lot of people, um, tend to struggle with that kind of stuff. Whether you're a musician or you're not. I mean, it's a very weird world that we live in right now. Um, would you say that do you think you could ever use your platform to like kind of help people overcome those types of things? So, mental health and anxiety and maybe depression. And I mean, because a lot of people who have, music especially performers and things like that, they're able to, really, obviously they're noticing that they themselves struggle with it, but then they can also, work that into helping others. Is that something that you've kind of thought about?
Yeah, I do think about like what kind of like what my platform, I guess, would be. I don't really know like how or what the execution of any of it would be yet, but I do think about it. And yeah, that is something that I relate to. And I think I write about it a lot in my music, at least. So I could see myself doing something like that, but I don't have like no plan for it in my brain yet.
I'm sure it'll all come together. I mean, there's no better outlet than, you know, for you performing, right? And then obviously,
Yeah,
a crowd participant, being able to go to a show and, sing those lyrics and sing those songs and just have a great night and kind of an escape from reality, I guess you could say.
yeah, totally.
So I think that'll all kind of come together as you, proceed down this path of writing music and performing music and things like that. I wasn't necessarily
Yeah,
saying, you're trying to build something, but I think that'll just happen organically.
I agree. It is, yeah, it is kind of building, but yeah, more of a sense of just like gathering the people, finding
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I mean, it was, it's good to be back, where people are gathering, people are going to shows, people are,
Yeah,
you know, bumping into each other again, Um, 2020 and 2021 even was a weird time in the world.
yeah.
Um, did you what was that time like for you? I mean, as a musician, as a
hmm
performer, were you active at that point?
I ain't gonna lie, that was very much like the time that I started to like do something
Okay.
with the idea. So that was like, yeah, like early 2020 was me just, I was actually recording myself in my minivan. I ain't gonna lie. And it was not good, as I told you before. I'm pretty technologically challenged. So that was like, that was very frustrating and kind of the worst. But I did it because I had this idea in my brain for so long. I needed to do something. And that was me freaking doing it. So that was kind of like the birth of it all. And yet, like, it's so dumb that that's what it took to inspire me to do something. Like the fact that I had no options. Like, this is it. This is your option. You record yourself in your freaking minivan.
I think that's dumb. I mean, I think as bad as the pandemic was, right? It's awful. We're still seeing the effects from it to this day. But
Yeah.
what the good that came out of it, it really gave people an opportunity to, reflect on themselves and have more time at home with themselves or their families and things like that. I mean, people really, I think, looked inward um, during that whole time. So as bad as it all was, I mean, there's definitely some good that came of it, I think. And obviously,
hmm
with you, I mean, you said it yourself, Layul was born,
Literally, Layul was born through
yeah,
COVID-19.
from the from a minivan, from the
Yeah.
depths of a minivan.
Literally. Yeah. The minivan, yeah. And I only did it in the minivan because I didn't want anyone to know like
Yeah,
what I was doing. So like the house was not an option. Like I had to do it in my minivan. That shit's so funny to me.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Most time kids do stuff in like sheds or garages, and you were in a minivan.
I didn't have one. I didn't
Yeah.
have a shed or a garage.
All
So
right.
I took the minivan, parked in the parking lot. I like had to leave my driveway. I did not want my like no one could know what I was up to. Like no one at this point had any idea like that I was Leo, that I was making music. They were like just thinking I'm upstairs being weird in my bedroom, which you know what I'm saying, like, and I was just writing and trying to not let people hear me sing.
That's so funny. Like, I think that's such a
Yeah,
funny thing. And it's not like funny, like haha. It's just like the whole
no, it's pretty
concept
funny.
is interesting. No, it's like I can't again, like I was always very calculated. Like I never I never did anything like that. Like so it's cool when these things happen and you hear these stories about, yeah, I was like I talked to a guy, his name's Telco. He does music too, and he was the same
Okay.
thing. Like his parents would leave the house and he would be up in his bedroom and like try and like record the stuff
Yeah,
when they weren't home.
do it so quick.
Yeah, but it's just such a like weird thing and funny thing, and it's just I don't, you're hiding it from somebody like you're doing something bad and you're obviously not, right? Like, but it's such a weird thing.
It is super weird. Like, really, it's just like hiding myself. Like, I don't know. Like, what if I decided I didn't want to do it, and then I just told everyone in the world that I'm doing this? Like, I'm telling you, like, my my brain gets to me so much. That's why I did that weird shit. Like, if I would just do it and not think anything weird about it, I would be so much further than this. I think about it all the time, but I stayed weird for years. And now that's why I have to be like so whatever about it. Cause I know that my weirdness about it hindered me like through a lot of years. Just being insecure about doing shit. Why are people like that? Why are we insecure about doing shit and letting people know that we're doing it? I don't know. My generation, at least, is like that. Like, no one can know,
Yeah.
or else it's weird.
Well, I mean, we don't want to be made fun of, right? We don't want it's then that's like a huge thing, I think, with anybody. Um, I'm a victim of that as well. Like I always think, you know, why would people care or do even doing this? Like, do
Mm-hmm.
people care? Like, are they making fun of me? Like, I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan. They're probably, they're thinking, oh, he thinks he's the next Joe Rogan, like like that. Like
Yeah,
what happens is you create these things in your head that don't even exist. Um,
yeah,
and it's weird what the mind does. The mind can definitely play tricks on you. And yeah, I just think maybe it's a way to try and protect us from, you know, these things, or maybe it's just one of those obstacles that we need to overcome in order to, find success.
yeah. It's both, but
Yeah.
definitely, it's the hurt feelings inside of us protecting us from ever feeling that shit again. That's
Yeah.
definitely however
But
long that trauma stems. I don't know.
yeah, we don't want to fail, right? And we don't want to, we think about these things and um it's easier to not to in order to not fail, you just don't do it, right?
Yeah,
But, you know, they always say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So,
Michael Scott.
Wayne Gretzky. Are you an
Yeah,
Office fan?
yeah, I do like it.
Yeah.
I have to pretend to care less now that I go to Scranton so much. I just pretend to not care, but
To
I
not
do
care
care
about it?
so much. Yeah, I feel like when I'm there, I just have to pretend to be like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm here. But deep down, so I'm like, this is so cool.
I never got into it. I mean, I've obviously watched a few shows or episodes rather, and
Yeah, yeah,
um, I don't think my brain was in the right place when it was like really popular, like for
that's
for that
fair.
that kind of comedy.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
fair.
but yeah, it's mind is a weird thing.
Yeah, 1,000.
But
The worst,
so
weirdest thing.
outside of these release shows you got coming up, like I said, you got the Woodlands on November 22nd in Wilkes-Barre. Tellus 360, that's in Lancaster, not to
Facts.
be confused with Lancaster.
Yeah,
And then the Fall of the House Fest on 11/26. Where is that exactly?
it's I don't know how to pronounce the thing, but it's in New Jersey at
Fuck New Jersey.
Debonair Music Hall.
I hate
Yeah,
that place.
literally. I hate that place. Literally. Yeah.
That's cool. So I mean, outside
Yeah.
of those three shows, or I mean, I imagine they're going to be pretty big, right? Especially with the timing of the year.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
they're gonna be lit.
talk about what the rest of the year looks like outside of those shows.
Well, um, I have a few shows in December. Um, the first I'll be at the V Spot, I think.
Back to Scranton. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I love that spot. On December 2nd, I'll be at Stage West in State College.
Okay.
And the third, December 31st, New Year's Eve, we'll be at New Tears Eve
New Tears
with
Eve. That's right.
Emo Night at HMAC. Maybe I'll get a random one thrown in there. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these I gotta give it up to Joe Caviston. I hate saying his name. God damn it. But
He the
this
guy.
this thing, this emo night that him and Hirsch have created, and there's also these like just clever, like the New Tear's Eve, the play
Yeah,
on New Year's. Um, and he had the Hallow emo,
yeah.
instead of Halloween. And he does a lot of they print shirts with the company I work for, Axelrad Screen Printing.
Okay, that's lit.
Yeah, so it's like I get to see all these. I'm like, man, I think Joe's smarter than I give him credit for.
He's so, it's like so funny, like the marketing shit. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, I would never say it. Like, I just think it's cool that he out here doing it. It's kind of like, man, it's kind of like dad jokes, but it's marketing and it's good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it works. Like it's not my style, but it's funny and it works.
right. Well, let's give
People
Joe
love
his
that shit.
let's give Joe his flowers. How has he helped you on the path that you're on?
Dude, I literally wake up every day and think Joe's the guy, and I go to bed every night thinking Joe's the guy. And when I doubt that he's the guy, I get a text message that proves he's the fucking guy. So I don't know, man. Like literally, since he's given me all the opportunity in the world to do my thing, as much opportunity as more opportunity than I deserved at the time. And now like it's given me the space to build myself and build the brand and just become like man he's definitely just giving me the space to do all these things, man. Getting me on stages, getting me in front of people, and yeah, like we kind of locked it in. Like he gave me months of opportunity, and then we just kind of locked it in. Um, him like helping me out. It's been such a blessing. I literally wouldn't be in this position without him, and that's not even me being nice or funny. Like I literally am like so grateful for him believing in me and like what I do.
Yeah.
It's dope. Yeah.
Did he have to do any sort of convincing uh for you? Like, hey, like, yo, you're better than you think you are, or hey, you got to get on these stages. Hey, yo, you got to record this music. Has he had to convince you to do anything, or has he just been more of a guide for you and a door opener?
Yeah, I definitely do my own thing, and he's just yeah, just opening up the doors. That's a great phrase. So I just get a text and it's of a show, and I'm like, yeah, like he works hard. Like we don't really even talk like consistently, like daily. It's not like that. Like just yeah, like he's just I know he's just out there doing his thing right now to help this. And that's what's so dope to me. Like I know he's out there doing something, working on something, emailing somebody. And in a few days, like I'm gonna hear something from him that's like lit, like something like this. Like he's really the guy. Like I don't have that brain. So like having a team, like having a management per se, like that helps me so much because I don't think like that. My brain doesn't work like that. I told him like I said I had like 7 things on my calendar and I said I'm gonna need reminders. Like this is so much. Like 7 Layul things on my calendar. I was like, I'm stressed. I was like, I'm stressed out.
Yeah,
Not really, but yeah, like yeah, such a blessing,
I
man,
get it.
for
Yeah.
real.
Well, it's funny, like artists are, I mean, I still think there's artists have this part of their brain that they're able to open, and people like in business have the different side.
Hmm.
And people like you need people like Joe because
Yeah.
together it
We
works.
are, yeah, literally. Yeah, together it does work. But yeah, that's what I mean. By myself, I would be doing all these things. I'd still be releasing music, out here doing it, but just how far I've come with him is just wow, it
Yeah.
blows my mind. Mhm.
And is there anything behind the name?
Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Like Leo, Leo, I guess really doesn't mean nothing, but I know it meant something because I didn't like it and I still picked it.
Okay.
Like I'm telling you, like I'm such a vibe person. Like I just felt it. I felt it was right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think it works.
Yeah.
It's kind of inconspicuous. There's nothing like, there's no like, it's not, it doesn't define anything. So it's kind of just open for
It didn't
interpretation.
have the intention of defining, I guess, like I wanted it to be something else. And in my search for making it that something else, this was like just like one of those things that I was like, it's gotta be this.
Sometimes you know.
Yeah.
So, and where can people find you online?
Everywhere. Instagram, Layul, Layul, official. You can find me on Facebook, Layul, Layul. It's like layup, but it ends with an L. Yeah.
Do you kids still use Facebook?
Joe made me make one. I don't. He was
Us
like, you need to
boomers
make a
out there.
Facebook.
Us boomers out
I
there, we
don't.
use Facebook.
I use Facebook for like memes. Like all my family's on there, so they get a short glimpse of me every couple weeks. But now I do use Facebook. Layul. You can find me on there posting.
Instagram, Facebook, are you on
Instagram,
TikTok?
Facebook. Yeah, I'm on TikTok, Layul official.
How do you use TikTok?
Just like everyone else at this try, just put shit out there.
Because I can't figure it out. I mean I view TikTok for just humor stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I have not been able to really utilize it for what I do with this.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so I'm always curious as to how people kind of use it for what they're doing.
I'm definitely more of a TikTok viewer, like funny stuff. I like
Yeah.
that. But I post like snippets of my shows. Sometimes I will post funny stuff. Like me and my friend started a vlog. So I'll post like clips from the vlog or clips from like behind the scenes kind of at our shows. So I'm honestly just posting anything. Sometimes I'll try to be funny. Sometimes I'll just talk at it. I try everything. Like I don't know. Like I don't like I don't really care about TikTok, but it is a platform that people ask me if I'm on and I'm like, dang, like why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do it eventually. Why not start now?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's a lot though, right?
TikTok.
No, there's all of it. Just everything.
Oh yeah, it's so
Yeah.
much. I set alarms on my phone now to post. It's like weird, dude. I'm telling you, like it's so weird for me. It's just so different. Like I never cared about posting. It's never been like it's like one of those things where you post when you're on vacation, you post when I don't know, my nephew did something cool. Like I don't know, like I was never like a care about my post kind of poster.
Yeah.
And now I care. I have to like make it appeal to. It's so weird, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's weird in that like it's weird to post about yourself because I mean I don't know how you feel, but like I always
Yeah.
feel very like it could be perceived as bragging or whatever.
Hmm.
Like, but like when I share this stuff, it's easy because for me, I'm not so much sharing my podcast for me as much as I am sharing it because I want people to find out about you or any
Hmm.
other artists that I talk to because I always uh everyone I talk to I genuinely want to talk to and that
Yeah.
I believe in and I want people to know about them. So it's easy to share those kind of things because for me it's not about me, it's about you. Um
Yeah.
but when it comes to, you know, other things it's hard to like, yo, come to um whatever. And as a musician, it's like, hey, come to my show.
Hmm.
It's probably kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. It's definitely something that I had to get over, and sometimes I still have to remind myself to get over it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Um, yeah, you just got to.
Necessary evil. Necessary evil.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Layul from Lancaster, I
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you.
I wish you the best of luck on your release shows.
Thank you.
Again at the Woodlands on the 22nd, night before Halloween. Tellus 360 in Lancaster on the 25th of November, and Fall of the House Fest on 11/26 in New Jersey. Fuck New Jersey. I hate that place.
Facts.
It's a great song. I wish you so much success with it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And everyone that listens to this or watches this, go check that out. Go stream the EP when it comes out. And hopefully, like I said, I saw you at the Steamtown Awards. I didn't know you. I didn't get this chance to say hi, but I'm glad we connected here. And next time you're around, hopefully I'll be able to give you a hug. And if you're not into hugs, we'll do a fist bump or whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Whatever you're.
we'll hug it out. I
All
think
right,
it sounds great. I'm
that
looking
sounds good.
forward to it.
All right, man. All right. Well, best
All
of
right.
luck.
Thank
I'll,
you. I
I'll,
appreciate you.
all right, you got it. Thanks.
All right, later.
All right, see you.